Jimi Hendrix's music wasn't just about the sound, it was about him. He wove himself into his songs. He became a character in his own musical narratives. Hendrix didn't just play the guitar, he lived through it. His lyrics often alluded to his own life, his struggles, and his aspirations. This self-referential approach wasn't egotism, it was artistry. By embedding himself in his music, Hendrix created a powerful connection with his listeners. He invited them into his world. Hendrix's self-mythologizing wasn't a calculated act. It was an outpouring of his artistic vision. He understood the power of persona. He knew how to connect with his audience. But his music always remained deeply personal. This genuine expression of self is what resonated with millions. It is what continues to resonate with listeners today. Jimi Hendrix wasn't just a musician, he was a storyteller. And in his stories, he cast himself as the protagonist, the hero, the myth. This essay will explore how Hendrix used self-reference to shape his image. We'll examine key songs and lyrics where he alluded to himself. We'll see how this impacted his persona and legacy. Through his music, Hendrix created a world both real and fantastical. He blurred the lines between man and myth. He left behind a legacy that continues to inspire and intrigue. He is Jimi Hendrix, the self-referential genius of rock and roll. From the very beginning, Jimi Hendrix made it clear. This was not business as usual. This was an experience. His debut album, Are You Experienced, was a sonic earthquake. It shook the foundations of rock music. It announced the arrival of a groundbreaking artist. The title itself was a challenge, an invitation to listeners. Hendrix wasn't just offering music, he was offering a journey into a new realm of sound and perception. The album was a fusion of blues, rock, and psychedelia. Hendrix's innovative guitar work was front and center. His use of feedback and distortion created sounds never heard before. But beyond the sonic experimentation, there was a deeper layer to Are You Experienced? Hendrix's lyrics often hinted at his own experiences. He sang of cosmic voyages, altered states of consciousness, and the search for meaning in a chaotic world. These themes resonated with a generation coming of age in the turbulent 1960s. Songs like Purple Haze and Foxy Lady became anthems of the counterculture. They showcased Hendrix's unique blend of raw energy and introspective lyricism. The Wind Cries Mary, a haunting ballad, revealed a softer side to his music. Are You Experienced? It wasn't just an album, it was a statement. Hendrix was not merely a musician, he was a cultural force. He was a pioneer who expanded the boundaries of rock music, and he was just getting started. Jimi Hendrix's music often ventured into the cosmic. He sang of stars, planets, and otherworldly beings. This wasn't just science fiction, it was a reflection of his own self-perception. Hendrix saw himself as an outsider, an alien in the world of music. He didn't fit neatly into any genre, he transcended them all. Third Stone from the Sun, an instrumental track from Are You Experienced, perfectly encapsulates this sentiment. The song is a journey through space with Hendrix's guitar serving as the vessel. The music is fluid and ethereal, evoking the vastness of the cosmos. It's as if Hendrix is trying to communicate something beyond human language. The title itself is telling, Third Stone from the Sun. It's a detached, almost clinical description of Earth. It suggests an outsider's perspective, someone looking in from afar. This was Hendrix's way of expressing his own sense of alienation. Hendrix's guitar work on Third Stone from the Sun is masterful. He uses feedback and effects to create sounds that mimic the sounds of space travel. The song builds to a crescendo before abruptly ending, leaving the listener suspended in a state of wonder. Through his music, Hendrix created his own universe, a universe where he was free to explore the outer limits of his creativity. He invited his listeners to join him on this journey. He challenged them to see the world through his eyes, to experience the world anew.